guys, TazerHere. Welcome back to a new episode of New Toulouse. In today's episode we're going to work on an industrial area, and this is located where the this smaller canal meets the main river, which is I guess supposed to be the Mississippi River, but yeah, it is where these two meet, and yeah, I just wanted to put this industrial area over here. Because I don't know, it's just like an empty area between the highway and the rivers, so I just decided it would be a good idea to put this here, and yeah, I'm pretty happy how it turned out. But I'm starting off by working on a warehouse, and yeah, so you can see this bridge on the right. That is a vertical lifting bridge. And it is actually by Journable. He does a lot of really good bridges and stuff, and I've been planning on just having this bridge here since I guess made this map, because I already put it down there, so I knew I wanted to have this bridge here. So yeah, I think it looks good, and I think it makes a lot of sense to have in this area, because these lifting bridges, they usually like they are in areas where I guess more industrial areas, because they're meant for like ships passing under them, and also they are pretty good for like heavy use, because they can I guess take a lot of weight with like heavy rails and a lot of trucks and stuff. So yeah, that's why I decided to put it over here, and also because I've got some inspiration from some different areas in Orleans, and one of those areas is by the like inner harbor navigation canal, and yeah, that is a canal which pretty much connects the Mississippi River to another lake. I cannot come up with the name right now, but yeah, it connects the Mississippi River with that, and that is sort of what this like canal here that I have is also meant to be, because it connects the main river with the ocean. So yeah, that's why I decided to have this bridge here, and I got some inspiration from an avenue called North Claiborne Avenue, and it actually crosses the IHNC. I think that is the shorter version for like Inner Harbor Navigation Canal. So yeah, it actually crosses that one, and it has one of these like lifting bridges. So I got some inspiration from there. I'll put up some pictures on that area on the screen right now. So yeah, you can kind of see where I got some inspiration from. And as I said, I thought it would make a lot of sense to put one of these bridges over here in this industrial area. And yeah, I think it looks very good and definitely fits well. So yeah, I'm at the moment just working on this warehouse, putting down some of these like loading things by Bear Monkey to I guess make this more of a I guess distribution center, something like that for like trucks. I feel like that just makes it look a little bit better to have like trucks standing out of the like warehouse. I think that just makes it a little bit more realistic. So it's really great having these. I don't know what they're called. I think like some type of loading dock thing, some loading entrance or something. But yeah, those make a lot of difference, that you can actually put those down. So yeah, just using some of these curbs to I guess mark off this little area here where the trucks are supposed to go, and yeah, so just putting this gate here. Or it's actually like a security barrier, and sometimes this like security barrier works better than the like normal gate. For example, like this area, I thought it worked a lot better to have one of those like barriers there. And I'm using a lot of these truck trailers by I think his name is like Fluffy Cat or something. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, he is making some pretty nice truck assets. So he's also making like some vehicles that actually run on your streets, and yeah, as well as props, which is what I'm using here. So so yeah, I'm really enjoying his like assets and stuff. They're really good. So you should definitely check those out. You can find the collection of that in my collection, because what I've done in my New Toulouse collection is to just add a lot of collections. That is the same word over and over again a lot of times. But yeah, anyway, so I'm adding like a lot of collections to that one. So if you scroll down to the end of the page in my collection, you will find like all sorts of different ones. So yeah, but I got sort of off topic there. Just continuing with these fences and curbs, and yeah, so my main fence for like this city is the broken fence by Ronix. I just think that one looks really good, and it's definitely my favorite one to use, because it just works in so many different areas, and yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun using that one. And now I'm working on just making this, I guess, riverside a little bit prettier, because I don't really like, well, the keys are pretty good looking, I would say, but they aren't that realistic, and if you put a road next to them, it kind of makes the water look pretty weird, because the terrain sort of extends out a little bit in the water, which I do not like. So that's where I got this idea to put some of the docks by Ronix, and I thought it looked pretty good. I just had to put some some planters with some trees and stuff, which I'm not 100% sure if I like, but yeah, who knows, I might come up with a better design for this a little bit later on. So yeah, but just placing a lot of these docks and stuff. And yeah, I used quite a lot of this ploppable pavement, which is, I guess, another like version of the ploppable asphalt mod. And yeah, I have both of those downloaded because they're very useful. And yeah, so some other inspiration I got for this industrial area, which you will probably notice pretty soon if you check out this area on Google Maps, and I'll put up some pictures. So yeah, I'm sort of working on that right now. So I got some inspiration from a street called Religious Street, which is, I guess, on the other side of the Interstate 11 in New Orleans. So sort of on the other side of the downtown. And yeah, as I said, it's called Religious Street, so I'll put up some pictures on the screen at the moment. And yeah, you'll see some I guess, inspiration I got for this area. So I'm really liking these buildings which I'm using here. They are from the Brooklyn collection, which is made by Fine Build, and yeah, I really think these buildings fit very well for an American industrial area. And yeah, I'm bringing some like train tracks into this area, so this won't be like a huge train yard or anything like that, because I just wanted to have some like train cars just standing here. I guess some like really small loading area, and nothing big at all. But I'll definitely do some bigger like train yard areas in the future for this city. And yeah, so I'm also combining with some of these like UK industrial buildings. I'm not 100% sure what they're called, but yeah, I'm putting some of those down a little bit later on as well. But yeah, so now I'm using some of these really great wagons by Bisquigelhausen for my little train yard over here. And yeah, these look really good, and I guess I didn't have any other choice to use for these wagons, but I think these are probably the best looking in my opinion. So yeah, and as I said, this train yard is not very big, and I'm not 100% sure if that is too realistic to have a small one like this, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some areas like this in real life, where they just have like a few train cars standing, and yeah, just like between buildings and things like that. So I thought it would sort of make sense to do something similar to this. And then I'm just using some of these loading docks by Beard Monkey to make some type of platform for these cargo trains. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. And again, I'm using these broken fences by Ronix, which, as I said, I'm using pretty much everywhere. And these new crates by Fine Build, they are really great. I'm using those like a ton in my city at the moment, and they're just really great for detailing like backlots and areas like that. So yeah, definitely a really great addition to the workshop with those crates, and yeah, they just look really good. And yeah, so I wanted to talk about a guy that I wanted to, I guess, give a shout out to. So his name is Matthew, and he contacted me on my last video, and he said that he lives in New Orleans, and he could send like some videos, some pictures and stuff of New Orleans in real life, which I was really excited to see some of those videos and stuff. So I contacted him, and he sent some really cool stuff. For example, when he was driving on the like Interstate 10 on like the big interchange in New Orleans, and also when he was walking on the like main avenue in downtown New Orleans. So yeah, definitely really cool to get some real life footage from like the city I'm inspiring all of this from. So yeah, definitely a big thank you to Matthew, and I'll make sure to leave a link to his Twitter in the description. So yeah, thanks for that. It definitely helps a lot to create this city with some real footage as well. But yeah, so I'm working on just like some concrete here, making this area a little bit bigger, because I guess it would be a little bit bigger for all the trucks and stuff, just using this area. And I'm also putting down, I think I'm putting down like a silo or something here pretty soon, which I'm not 100% sure about if I like that one, but yeah, it is sort of fine. I'm using actually this vanilla building over here, and I think it looks quite okay, but yeah, you can see this like big silo I'm using here. Like it kind of looks good, but I'm not sure if it would be like very realistic to have one of these here, but I think I'm gonna keep it for now. And yeah, so something else I wanted to talk about is I have got some comments from people saying like I'm doing things wrong and stuff. They're like, I'm not doing things exactly like they are in New Orleans. For example, my interchange in the last episode, I had some people like complaining that it wasn't looking like the main one in New Orleans. And as I said in my first episode, I'm not doing a like copy of New Orleans. I'm just doing a lot of inspired stuff by that area. But I still want to make sure to like be able to be creative with this city, because I want to put my own touch to it, and just not do a full replica of New Orleans. So yeah, that's why some stuff may not look like the real things. But yeah, I feel like it's more enjoyable to be able to put your own creative touch when you do a city. And I know a lot of people do these kind of cities where they take a lot of inspiration from a real one, but they still put like their own touch on it. So it's not like a 100% copy of the real one. And that is something I'm definitely doing with this one, because yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot more fun doing it this way. So that's why I don't want to like 100% copy things. So yeah, just keep that in mind if you see something that you don't think is realistic for a New Orleans city. Like keep that in mind that I'm not doing a replica of the real one. So yeah, just wanted to touch on that subject, because I've seen some comments of people just, I guess, complaining about things that aren't or that I'm doing like not the same as in New Orleans. I don't know if it makes sense, but hopefully you understand. So yeah, I'm finishing up this area with some decals and some of these grass tufts. And yeah, these grass tufts by Pidelmo are actually really nice to use for areas like this. And yeah, they just make for some pretty good detailing. And I know a lot of people will probably complain about that I'm using way too many props. And I know I probably shouldn't do that because I'll hit the prop limit pretty soon. And yeah, but I don't know, I feel like this is how I want to play this game. Like, I don't think I would enjoy to not do like an ultra detailed city, even though I will probably hit the prop limit pretty soon, if I'm like continuing doing this sort of detailing. But I just feel like I'm enjoying this game, like at the most when I'm doing like ultra detailing. So yeah, I don't really care if I have too many props anymore, because the FPS is already bad, and yeah, I don't know. I've just sort of stopped caring about props, because I'll hit it like sooner rather than later. I'll hit the prop limit, and I don't know. I have some plans how to continue even when I've hit the prop limits, but yeah, I need to test out some things and stuff like that. But yeah, so don't worry about props, because I'm not really worrying about it. I mean, I'm not putting like a lot of like unnecessary props, just like really unnecessary that you can't see. I'm still trying to keep it sort of like organized, I guess. But yeah, I'm not worrying about the prop limit that much, because yeah, I don't want to ruin my game experience by the prop limit. But yeah, I really don't understand why there isn't a mod similar to the Trees Unlimited mod for the prop limit. I don't know if it's something different with the prop limit than the trees, but yeah, I don't really know why there isn't a similar mod like that, which just, I guess, unlimits the props. I mean, there is the prop unlimited mod, but that mod is like really unstable and no one uses it. But yeah, I don't know. But if you're a mod creator, let me know if that would be possible or not. But now I'm working on some more like low income housing, which is just located right next to the highway, which is definitely not a great place to live, but I kind of wanted to get the like New Orleans style, because I've seen a lot of these types of buildings in New Orleans, and just wanted to do something similar like this, and I really like how this area turned out. And you might notice that my graphic mods are changing under this episode, and the reason for that is because I'm just like playing around with different graphic settings and stuff. You can see they changed again, but yeah, I ended up not changing anything, so but yeah, you'll see that in the live gameplay. So yeah, I'm just continuing working on these shotgun and low rise, not low rise, I think it's called, yeah, maybe low rise buildings. And yeah, they are by King Leno, and I think they look really good for a New Orleans style city. And yeah, so but I think I'll just leave you with some music for some minutes now, and then we will hop into some live gameplay, and yeah, just show you around a little bit how it looks. And I actually haven't done any live gameplay in this series so far, so yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes, and yeah. Alright, so now we are in the live gameplay, and yeah, as I said, I just wanted to go around and show you a little bit how it looks. So yeah, first of all, I just really like this view over here by these like shotgun houses, and yeah, I just think this looks really nice, and it's gonna be like the thumbnail for this episode. But yeah, I just really like how this looks, and the roads are like really broken down and stuff like that. I don't know, I just really like how it looks. But yeah, so this is the, I guess, industrial area, and yeah, this is how it looks from above, and we have some of these like trains standing here, and I'm not gonna like run my game because it's gonna be super laggy then, and it's already pretty bad with the FPS. But yeah, so this is like the train area where these train wagons stand, and some trucks and things like that. So I really like how this looks, and I'm pretty happy how it turned out. And yeah, so this is like an intersection over here with some traffic lights, and you can see like the bridge there in the background. And I'm not gonna look to the right because that is what we're gonna work on in the next episode, and I don't really want to spoil it for you. So yeah, you'll have to wait for that. But yeah, I'm just going around here, showing a little bit. I think I did some of this like off camera, and yeah, so just wanted to show some of these like areas. You can see here I'm using a lot of these crates by Fine Build, and they're just really good for detailing backlots like that. And using a lot of these trees by Mr. Mason as well, because I think they kind of fit the theme for a New Orleans style city. And yeah, as I said in the time lapse as well, I'm using these like industrial buildings, and I got some inspiration from like pretty much this view here, with this area is inspired by Religious Street, which I talked about in the time lapse. So yeah, like I'm very happy how everything turned out, and I'm using a lot of these like wear decals on the roads. I think those look pretty good, and you can see like the keys over here and the docks. They look pretty good, I'd say. I'm not gonna try to show what we're gonna work on in the next episode, because I really don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah, it's gonna be great. And yeah, just some detailing around the highway entrances over here. I really like the look of these ones, because we have like one going over the other one. This is like where you exit the highway, and this is where you enter it. And I just really like the like really compact look of this. And yeah, so I did this off camera here. You can see this lane merges into this 3-lane road here, and connects with these 2-lane ones. And yeah, I just kind of like how this looks. Turned out pretty good. And yeah, so it connects over here under this bridge, and looks pretty good. Using this little rock restaurant or bar or something, which is by Bear Monkey. Really like how this looks, and I thought it would fit well here. And some more of these shotgun houses. We have like the train tracks running back here, and yeah, just a lot of decals. And I really like placing those mud decals on top of the train tracks. I think it makes the train tracks look, I guess, a little bit better. So I mean, just look at this. How good doesn't this look? I mean, it's really awesome that you can do things like this in this game right now. So yeah, really exciting stuff. And I'm making sure to put a lot of these like utility poles over here, because they're very common in American cities. So I definitely am putting a lot of these on the roads. But yeah, so we have some like vanilla buildings over here, and the same with this silo. And yeah, so this is like the bridge which I talked about, the lifting bridge. It would be really cool if this like lifted up somehow, but I know that's not going to be possible. But yeah, I just really like the look of this one. And we have like this 4-lane avenue going over it, and pretty happy how everything looks here. And I think I'm gonna continue like this city on this sort of island over here, with maybe some suburbs and stuff. And this is gonna be like the harbor area over here, and yeah, I think it's gonna be very cool. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this live gameplay. Just gonna show you this view again, which I'm really happy with. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely had a lot of fun making this area. But this is gonna be not the last episode of 2017. But there's gonna be one more, and yeah, but this is gonna be the episode before Christmas, and yeah, just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone, and hope you have a great time. And yeah, so leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. So take care, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.